Okay, this is my 1957 220S Mercedes-Benz that I've got advertised on Trade Me. I'm going to use this video to show you everything about it, including the bad bits, the bits that need improvement. If I could summarize it, it's all pretty sound and runs well. I did a light restoration a few years back, but it has just been sitting for a while. It still runs. It failed its last warrant on tie rod ends and a kingpin bush, and a brake balance issue in the back, and I have run out of time really to deal with all that, and I wanted to go to a good Mercedes Enthusiast, and it is a good car for a Mercedes Enthusiast. I'm just going to show you some bad bits. If I can summarize the chrome, if you were to do a full do-up, the chrome would need redoing. That bit's alright, but if you have a look at the bumper, there's a wee rusty bit there. The spotlights, I've changed them to being high beam as opposed to fog lights, so they come on with high beam. The grille is fine, just some minor wee issues there, and you can see that the star would need re-chroming. This bit here, there's some bubbles there. Now the paint has got some areas where it's reacted in places. You might be able to see that, and there are a few places like that. Those two bits of chrome down the bottom here, I got them from a sports car shop, and they're self-adhesive. I couldn't get the original ones in good order. Again, the chrome, see, it needs, if you were to do something, you would re-chrome those. It's got 14-inch wheels from the W108 model. This is the bumper, and again you'll see some areas that require re-chroming. In other words, you re-chrome the whole bumper. If you were to really do a full resto, you'd replace the rear lights. The ambers have faded a bit. This one has, so I put orange lights in there on the indicator, orange bulbs, just so it shines the right colour. And then coming around the side here, don't think there's many issues down the side. One thing I should say about, there's some rust there, just in the back there, that would probably need redoing. It's not a warrant issue. And there's another one there. This door here, the driver's door, when I got it resprayed, the fella said that it needed a bit of work to get it looking good, and just in the right light you can see where it's just starting to bubble up. You can't see it there, but if I'm being honest, you'd probably replace that door at some point, but it's not urgent or anything. Just to go inside. Okay, there's the interior door lining, the lining inside, driver's side, that sort of thing. And what we'll do is I'll show you the door sills. Now those are not original mats, I made those. I got them from Power Rubber. And there's back there. Everything opens and shuts really well. I'll just do an open shutty for you. So that's one there. That's the other one there. And there's the carpets on the inside. They're alright. I haven't been too precious about it. Reasoning being is that I'm not really that sort of person that gets too precious about. I think cars should be able to be driven on the road and not just sit in the garage. This bit here you might need to redo. Door winds nicely. I'll just start her up, and then you can, so it's a push button start, and I'll put an electric fuel pump in and you can hear it clicking in the back there. There we go, that's running. And I'll just open the bonnet for you. So that's running now. Goes all right. If you were to, hang on a minute, I'm just going to switch it off. I'll just do the exhaust so you can see that. There's the exhaust while it's running. There's no issues. The motor's really good. I'll just switch it off and then show you the engine bay. Now if you were to do a resto, you would replace the cowls that go in here, the heating ducts. I've got them, but you can see it's got really, you need to replace those. And I think there's a fella in Scotland builds those, but they're quite a few dollars. I think they're $1,200 each or something. I'm not sure what. But anyhow, yep. So that's the motor. What else can I show you? I'll show you the boot. Okay, just open the boot here. Yep, so it's boot. I made that mat in the back there. Now, under here, it's a spare wheel well, and what I did was put an electric fuel pump in just to make it a bit more reliable. If the car's been sitting for a while, that tends to siphon itself back out, so you have to re-prime the system, but that's only been sitting for a while. This is the twin carb tuner. It comes with it. You're able to balance the carbs up. I've got pretty handy at doing that. That's that. The other thing at the front here, what I've done is put in an electric fan. I've found that the car can just operate quite normally without a fan at all. But I took the fan off because it was taking a little bit of power, and so I put an electric one on, and geez, it made a difference to the running of the car. It just seemed to rev a lot better. But I've got a switch on a dashboard, just a manual switch that switches that on and off. Anyhow, that's the car. Yep, I want it to go to a really good enthusiastic owner. I don't want it to go to someone who's going to wreck it or modify it. It needs to go to a really good owner, someone who will really love it.